edition of the 3-Point Conversion Presents Making the Cut. I'm Will, the sports guru. You know, I already got my man, Mr. Controversy, in the building. We got another special guest, Big Goo bringing all this knowledge to the table. We're here at Cindy Cuts Barbershop in Douglasville, GA. New topic of discussion for you guys, man. What you think? Let us know. Out of all the young quarterbacks in the NFL today, within the last the guys that came into the NFL within the past 5 years, who do you think has the brightest future? Big Google, what you think, man? Let them know.
Based on last year was an excellent rookie class. I mean, for the first time in years, I mean, you got 3 rookie quarterbacks all in the playoffs. So if that be the case, that was excellent. Those 3 guys, with those 3 guys and Cam Newton, I would say that they're the elite of the league as far as the future of quarterbacks. I would go with Andrew Luck based on just not his overall knowledge of the game, his abilities, his playmaking, he can run, he can pass, his knowledge, his awareness, his surroundings. He's not afraid to take a chance, but at the same time, he's surrounded by a great system, a great organization. That makes it that can play a major role on exactly how far a young quarterback's career can go. I think Russell Wilson, with the new system that's implemented and the direction that that organization is going in, I think that he's going in the right direction also. RG3, he's going to have to battle back from injury, how he can come back from the ACL and really redeem himself. And I don't know what's going to be what with Cam based on not his ability to do the game, but the system. The coaches, the staff, the organization in itself. Where can it take him?
Right. Okay. And I agree with you, man. I like Luck. Luck is, like you said, his knowledge for the game, man. He's a warrior. He's a winner, big game player. I like Russell Wilson. That's my dude. I think he's heading in the right direction. Also, I think he's probably the most clutch quarterback out of all the young quarterbacks. You look at Kaepernick. Kaepernick, he's nice too. I think right now it's game film on him, so they kind of see, you know, what he's doing. So he's not as effective as he was last year. Then RG3, of course, he's battling injury. But I have to go with Cam Newton. I forgot about Cam Newton. I think if they change that system, they give him some better players and a better coach, I think Cam Newton could be that dude. I really do. But I honestly think it's Russell Wilson, man. I just think he's accurate. He makes smart decisions. He knows when to run. As I said before, he'll run up like he's gonna run, scramble, then he'll come back and draw the defense up, then he'll throw the ball. So I like Russell Wilson, man. He got the right supporting cast, the right coach. So I think it's Russell Wilson.
All these guys are good, man. All these guys have great potential. You look at Andrew Luck, you look at Russell Wilson, you look at Colin Kaepernick, you look at Cam Newton. I mean, these guys are some really good quarterbacks, man. Kaepernick, explosive. Cam Newton, explosive. RG3, explosive. These guys can also pass the ball. All these guys are two-dimensional, really, when you look at it. Because Andrew Luck can also run and pass too as well. To me, almost just as good as Russell Wilson. Okay, you got to think at the speed level, they about at the same thing. Kaepernick and Cam Newton, they got pretty much the same body type, same arms. You know, as a whole though, Seahawks, Indianapolis Colts, they have the best core teams right now. They got these 2 quarterbacks. They have the best people around them right now. Andrew Luck, he has a little bit more, I think, of an advantage with Reggie Wayne being out for the year. We're going to be able to see what he can do with just T.Y. But Russell Wilson, going back to a debate we've had before, he got Golden Tate and Sidney Rice. Sidney Rice had a great year with Brett Favre. That's it. I mean, he was okay at South Carolina, but he's not, I mean, Golden Tate is showing, Russell Wilson to me is making him a better wide receiver when you go back and look at it, okay? Russell Wilson has the mindset, just like Andrew Luck. He studied, they said he's in the first one in the film room, last one out, weight room as well. He's an automatic leader. He went to NC State. Like we said before in the video, took somebody's job. Wisconsin took somebody's job. I mean, this guy came to the NFL, took Matt Flynn's job. he's defied all odds. He's nothing but 5'10". He's not that big, and he can deliver the ball, and he can also break. He can take off when the pass coverage breaks down, and he also can make explosive plays just as much as RG3, Cam Newton, and Kaepernick. So this guy with Pete Carroll in his corner, I think he can also not just run the option, the read option. He can also get under center and run a conventional style offense in the NFL. He can go to a different team. He can go to a different team right now that run that conventional style offense, like Atlanta, like Denver, like Indianapolis, and still do better than those quarterbacks potentially there now. So you got to go back to Russell Wilson in my mind.
Now, the thing about it is, I agree with you there. And once again, I say Andrew Luck, based on, even though Russell Wilson, everything you said is excellent, it's still Seattle. It's still the organization itself is not necessarily historically one of on the Colts level, on the Patriots level, or whatever, of just appearances in championships.
Right.
So that's why I say, but it's true. But Russell Wilson can go anywhere. Now, he can go anywhere and do the same conventional style of offense or whatever. Yep. Now, the reason I didn't mention Kaepernick is because I listened to Jim Harbaugh, and Jim Harbaugh said he specifically recruited Kaepernick for his system. So, if that be the case, he come out of Nevada, and we don't have no greats coming out of Nevada, so if you put him in another system, a conventional style, I don't think that he's going to flourish because he was specifically recruited when nobody knew who this dude was.
Well, he had a pretty good collegiate career if you go back and look at Nevada. He had a pretty good collegiate career.
But he's accurate though. But
he's very accurate.
He's accurate though. He's accurate. He can run. So why not? To me, I think Harbaugh's not using him right because he wanted to use this shiny toy and throw the ball 35, 40 times when he got a great running back, a great offensive line. I think he's using him wrong. If you drop him back in a conventional offense, I think he can play that because he's very accurate.
Who you taking? Luck, Russell Wilson, or Cam in the Kaepernick in the conventional offense?
I think you know what? Honestly, I think it's Cam Newton, man. I think if Cam Newton have the right coach, he can run just as great, just as good as everybody else. He probably got a better arm than almost all of them.
Cam Newton don't have the mindset, man. He's weak in the mind.
But
when he starts losing, he starts folding up like a little baby.
Right, I give you
that.
But
Russell Wilson and Andrew Luck, these guys are very mature. Even Kaepernick and RG3.
But is he doing it this year,
Cam Newton likes style points. If you look at
but
he likes style points.
Is he doing it this year though? He's getting better though.
He is,
and he worked on it.
And hopefully he continue to get better.
And that's what I'm saying.
Because the guy is 6'5" and he runs a 4'5". I mean, he's got a big arm, but again, you got to go back to Russell Wilson, man, and his mindset and his study habits for the game, and the ability to go to these other teams and run the conventional style offense.
So, so can we say, going forward in the future, do you think that, based on what we're talking about, a Russell Wilson and a Luck would be the Brady and the Manning going at it all the time?
All the time, because you got to look. If you go back to the playoff game, his last game last year when he brought them back to almost win the game against Atlanta, just pretty much using one tight end. Of course, that goes to the weakness of Atlanta defense. But Luck throws picks in big ball games as well. And so he has a little Peyton Manning in the system too as well. And getting back to what you said about the caliber of franchise, if you look at Indianapolis, they weren't that type of caliber of franchise until Peyton Manning got there. So, getting back to Russell Wilson, he can bring Seattle Seahawks to that type of stature the way Peyton Manning brought Indianapolis to that stature too as well. You got to look at that.
And like you said,
you got to look at that.
And like you said, we're going to see now because of Reggie Wayne going down. You look at now, so basically he's in the same position as Russell Wilson. So we'll see what he can do. I think he can do it though. I really do. I think he can do it. But I think with Andrew Luck, the thing what I like about him is he brought that team Indianapolis, who was horrible the year before, and he brought them to the playoffs, man. I mean, the way he did it, then his coach was out. You could say, yeah, they had something to play for, but yet still, the fact that he showed up as a leader that young and brought that team up and made them a contender, and they're a contender now. Look what they did to Denver.
Nobody,
Luck is the dude.
And nobody, we haven't thrown in Ryan Tannehill. You got to keep in mind that this guy played quarterback in college 1 year. He played college in 1 year. No, you don't see because he had a good year last year. He's leading this team to have a good year this year too as well. Okay, so you got to keep it. And the game is changing where these guys are becoming two-dimensional. This guy played wide receiver in college most of his career, and he has a strong arm. He got a good head on his shoulders. So keep in mind that Ryan Tannehill might got a potential. He's only one of these three that didn't lead his team to the playoffs.
I will say, in other words, this is the difference that I would say. Quarterbacks today are coming into a system and having to be the man.
Right.
Yeah.
Whereas you got to, what separates Aaron Rodgers from so many is he sat 3 years under Brett Favre. He was able to be tutored, he was able to be mentored, and it made a difference in his game to be able to ready to take over and lead a team as we have seen to a championship.
So I got a question. So do that make the young quarterbacks that much better then? Because you look at Russell Wilson to get a chance. He was third round. He got thrown in. Luck was thrown in.
I think it's more of a need for these teams. Because these teams are having horrible years and needing franchise quarterbacks to come in and play immediately. Back when Aaron Rodgers was drafted in 2005, you got to think Brett Favre was already there and still playing pretty damn good. So of course they wanted to, bring him up under his tutelage until he was ready, until Brett Favre could move on to better and better things. But Seattle didn't have anybody. Peyton Manning was ready to get rid of him, start from scratch. Washington ain't had a great quarterback since Doug Williams.
Right.
I mean, come on, man.
But the thing about it is, in other words, they was able to do so, and I think it's just the fact that Russell Wilson, two different conferences helped him, and that gave him that, in other words, them years under his belt to be able to come in the league and doing what he's currently doing now. But of course the game has changed, so now quarterbacks is evolving based on the way the direction the game is going.
And I think it's a pretty even debate, man. I think you can go with any of these three guys. We gonna wrap it up, Mr. Controversy. All in all, what you think, man?
I think it's Russell Wilson. If you move Cam to another team, I think he can be great. But I think the quarterback with the best future has got to be Russell Wilson. The fact that he grew up like he did last year, had I think 4 or 5 standout games where he grew up. Bears, Packers, New England. It's Russell Wilson.
Big Google, what you think, man?
I think I'll go with Andrew Luck. Top 3: Andrew Luck, Russell Wilson, Cam Newton. Future of pro football quarterbacks.
All these guys are great. Cam Newton, I think he has a good amount of potential if he get better people around him, better coaching staff, in a better system. Russell Wilson was in college, man. He didn't run the read option like that. He didn't run the pistol offense like that. Came into the NFL. Pete Carroll saw what he can do, brought that to his game, and he took off. But he still runs a conventional offense as well. He got a great, bright future. So does Andrew Luck and RG3. Kaepernick has some potential too as well. So you let us know what you think. It's another edition of 3-Point Conversion presents Making the Cut. Cindy Cuts Barbershop in Douglasville, GA. Will the Sports Guru, Mr. Controversy. Big Google bringing all this knowledge again, man. We appreciate it. Y'all make sure y'all go check us out on Twitter. Subscribe to our blog page, the3pointconversion.com. Facebook, like us on Facebook too as well. Instagram coming soon. We out.